Skinny Hardaway Southern T back with another EP. And the first thing I want to do is apologize to y'all this morning for being so out of whack, out of sort. You know what I mean? I was supposed to drop y'all some EPs earlier this morning, but shit came up, got a little busy. Then I came back, I was supposed to do another one. And then, shit got busy again. You know what I mean? But now we're here. And today I'm here with, an interesting subject. David Benavidez said something in a recent interview. David Benavidez said something in a recent interview that I've said myself. So I like this language that David Benavidez is speaking now. It makes perfect sense to me. And when I mentioned it, to a few people told me that, I was just a Canelo Alvarez hater and that what I was talking didn't make sense. But David Benavidez, in the recent interview, he was asked about his upcoming fight with David Lemieux. He was asked about Jamal Charlo. And, he was asked about, a few more fights type deal. He said these are fights that he want. He want all these fights. That all these fights are fights on his list. He said that all of these fights, are on his list. The Charlos, the Boo Boo Andrades, the Canelos, all the top dogs at 168. Canelo in one of his recent interviews was asked, about the fighters at 168, why he hasn't fought, the top guys at 168. And Canelo Alvarez responded by saying, well, those guys should fight each other and I'll fight the winner. Now, after I heard Canelo say that, what I said was, okay, Canelo, since you telling me that you will fight them after they fight each other, you will fight the winner, and your fans telling me, that you're, that everybody else should fight each other and stop chasing Canelo. What I said was, well, how about when you go up to 175, you just go ahead and you do the right thing and just get undisputed at 175. You a couple fights away. You fight Bivol, you got one belt. Bivol is about to fight Joe Smith Jr. for the other belt. There's one fight, Canelo versus Bivol, that will be undisputed at 175. I said, how about you go up to 175, become undisputed, and you drop the belts at 168, and you give the guys at 168, a real reason to fight each other. The reason that Jamal Charlo hasn't moved up to 168 because he don't see, any way that it could benefit him. You know what I mean? But if he could fight, for a strap at 168, then I'm pretty sure that Jamal Charlo, wouldn't mind moving up at all to fight at the 168-pound division. You know what I mean? I think if a title was on the line, let's say, Canelo was undisputed at 168. Let's just say that the 168-pound WBC title is on the line, for David Benavidez versus Jamal Charlo. I think Jamal Charlo will be more than happy enough to move up, and fight David Benavidez. You know what I mean? So David Benavidez second the same stuff that I said when it comes to this Canelo Alvarez, situation. He said, David Benavidez said the same thing I said. He said, I don't mind fighting these fights, and I'm sure that the other fighters in the division don't mind fighting these fights. But what make it happen, what will make it happen swifter, what will make it happen sooner is if Canelo Alvarez, was to drop his belts at 168, stay at 175, and give those guys at the lower division, 168, a reason to fight. Now, this came out of David Benavidez's mouth, himself, but it's exactly the same thing that I said pertaining to Canelo Alvarez in the 168 and 175-pound division. When the moment that Canelo Alvarez said that those guys should stop trying to fight me and they should fight each other and I'll fight the winner. H. Young, what's good, pimp? Appreciate you sliding through this junk. H. Young, glad you can make it. Let me holler at the people that already came through the building. Shout out my guy, Drew Stacks. What's good, Drew Stacks? Appreciate you. Glad you could make it, Drew. Shout out my guy, the Big Slugger. What's good, Big Slugger? Glad you could make it, Big Slugger. Shout out my guy, Avery Hill. What's good, Avery Hill? Appreciate you sliding through this junk, Avery. If y'all do your boy a favor, if y'all haven't, hit that like button already. Shout out my guy, Tony Bell. What's good, Tony Bell? Appreciate you sliding through this junk, Tony. Glad you could make it. My brother H.I. Young. Appreciate you sliding through this, H.I. Young. But David Benavidez said the exact same thing, that I said. Canelo, if you're going to go up to 175, why go up to 175, then move back down to 168 and fight Triple G? When really, if you move up to 175, I would much rather see you fight, Beterbiev. I would much rather see you go ahead and get undisputed at that division, because y'all know me. I love titles. I love undisputed shit. People tell me all the time that Canelo Alvarez is all about legacy, right? What would be better on his legacy than to not just get a title in the fourth division, but to actually get undisputed in the second division? There hasn't been a fighter alive who has had undisputed. There hasn't been a male fighter alive who has had undisputed in two divisions. Now, Canelo Alvarez has already could have had undisputed in three divisions, if you count 60, 68, and 175, because he got a chance to get a 175 right now with this Bivol Beterbiev Joe Smith situation. You know what I mean? There's never been a two-time undisputed champion. So what's better for your legacy than doing something in boxing that no man has ever done, in his life? Don't get much bigger than that. So what I was saying was it only made perfect sense for Canelo when he moved up to 175 to actually stay at 175 and go for Beterbiev. That's another big fight, another undisputed we can add to the list this year. And by him moving up and going up, to 175 officially and not even entertaining that Triple G fight, that will make the belts at 168 become vacant. And that will start off tournaments after tournaments after tournaments. We could get Jamal Charlo versus Benavidez. We could get Caleb Plant versus, Benavidez. I'm pretty sure if you put those belts on the line, those guys at 168 will be more than willing to get down and shake, and shake loose with each other. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that like button when y'all roll in. If y'all ain't hit that like button yet, do your boy a favor. Hit that like button. But y'all, David Benavidez is saying the same things that I'm saying when it comes to this particular situation. None of those guys mind fighting each other, but those guys will be a lot quicker to fight each other if they had a reason to fight for. And I'm under the impression that Jamal Charlo doesn't want to move up to 168. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't see a reason fit. He straight up said on the Hot Box with Mike Tyson, why would I move up to fight David Benavidez when he don't offer me nothing? He don't got nothing for me. I want to fight Canelo because Canelo has something to offer. David Benavidez wants to fight Canelo, as well. And everybody's sitting around waiting to fight Canelo, right? So Canelo say, well, how about y'all fight each other and now fight the winner? And I agree with that. What's good, A1? Appreciate you, A1. And I agree with that. You know what I mean? I agree with exactly what David Benavidez says, because I said the exact same things that David Benavidez said. In the perfect world, Canelo would just drop the belts at 168. You know what I mean? And let those guys have it out. They'll actually be able to say, oh, well, Canelo actually be able to say, oh, well, you guys should just fight each other, now fight the winner. Just like I said, just like David Benavidez said, well, give them a reason to fight each other. Don't just be out here, trying to make orders, like you King Kong. Well, y'all fight each other, now fight the winner. But the whole time, you in the same division as them, bringing a guy up in Triple G from 160 to fight him in their division. When you going up to 75 to fight Bivol, kudos. I love that. You know what I love even more than just seeing you fight Bivol? I would love you moving up, seeing you fight Bivol and Beterbiev and Joe Smith winner. You know what else I love? I love to see Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez down there, for one of those belts. I would love to see Jamal Charlo versus David Benavidez down there for one of those belts. I love to see David Benavidez versus David Morrell Jr., down there for one of those belts. If Canelo, what's to just do, what I said and what David Benavidez, damn it, man. What's good? Shout out my guy, damn it, man, sliding through this. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all roll on in. Greatly appreciate it. I'm here for a good time this time, not a long time. But this is just one of, 3 certainties that I must do today because I'm a little late this morning. But I just wanted to get in here and I want to tell y'all what David Benavidez has said. He agreed. He doubled my sentiment in saying that, well, shit, Canelo, if you're going up to 175, why not go ahead and fight Beterbiev for undisputed, and then let us, fight, down here at 168. Let us shake out these belts and get these belts situated. That way, you get what you said, Canelo. How about y'all just fight each other, not fight the winner? Well, how about Canelo? You drop the belts. You give everybody a reason to fight each other. You give Jamal Charlo a reason to come up. You give Boo Boo Andrade a reason to fight Caleb Plant. You give Caleb Plant a reason to fight David Benavidez. We start this whole round robin down there at 168. If Canelo, you know, just go up and do the right thing and chase undisputed at 175, which could be the biggest thing for his legacy to this day. Him getting double undisputed at 68 and 175 will be the biggest accomplishment in his career to this day. There is no bigger legacy than you right now getting undisputed in the second division, Canelo. So when David Benavidez say, move up, drop the belts, make it worth that while, I agree 100% with him because I said the same thing. Move up, drop the belt, let those guys have it out. We'll get about 4 or 5 fights at 168 that we've been waiting for. Really, the only problem with these people not fighting each other, quote unquote, is that they all want to fight Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to fight any of them. And now we stuck in this spot where, well, they should fight each other to earn a shot with Canelo. Well, cool, Canelo. Cool, everybody who's there. Y'all right. They should fight each other. But also what should happen, you know, since we telling people what they should do, Canelo Alvarez should drop those belts at 168 and compete at 175 and fight Benavidez after he fight Bivol. You know, he should do that and get those guys a reason to compete with each other. But that's all I got. Skin the Hardaway Sutton T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look, make sure y'all check out the old videos, the new Sutton Tees. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm 1 subscriber away from 2,000. So make sure y'all tell enough people to subscribe to your boy channel. Help me get to 2,000. I'm 1 subscriber away from 2,000, y'all. Greatly appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next Sutton T because I'm coming right back with it. Kate. We betting today, Kate. What's good, Kate? Shout out my boy, Damon Man, K Savoy. Peace.